9:45 or so. And it's already hot as hell. But perhaps the world's coolest city. Let's see what we can see without me talking about it too much. Pardon? Go across this way. Trying to recreate a walk that I made home last night after watching the France-England World Cup game. To which this is much more crowded neighborhood. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. These for hire bikes here are pretty wild, so you've got to be ready. This one is making so much noise I feel like I could die at any moment. And the brakes don't really work very well. But what a better place to die. And the interesting thing about Marseille is that it doesn't face the rest of France. It faces the Mediterranean Sea, so we're falling down to the water right now. Hopefully we don't really fall down. Some of these hire bikes are easier to ride than others. So right here is a super cool market. It's not open today, but if it was open, we wouldn't be able to ride through it. Like a North African, all kinds of cool vibes. You can still smell how incredible it is. And also because it's early, we can kind of Pokemon through here in a way that's not super annoying to locals. You know, really, it's like North Africa right here in this particular neighborhood. Amazing. I could roll myself across here. All these iron tracks are a little tricky. Pardon. You don't get caught in the groove, but people have been coming to this city 3,000 to 4,000 years. And it's incredible. It's just sketchy enough to be fascinating. Still beautiful and super charming. I mean, this might be the best city in the world. For me. I can't do much riding around because I don't know that many ways around. I ride down here down the old forge a little bit. It's kind of the tourist haven. We started up in the hipster neighborhood, and we're rolling down. If I can figure this out. Yeah. It's really nothing much better than bicycling around the world. And in France, you can just apparently go wherever you want. You don't have to really worry about getting stopped by the police for any kind of moving violation, at least in Marseille, which is something I don't like. Kind of the most touristy zone along here, but it's beautiful, and you should come. I'm staying in the Arab Quarter, which is amazing. Million Turkish places, Tunisian places, couscous. Now along here is more of the kind of tourist zone, these restaurants, but still amazing. You can see the big, maybe, behind me, the Notre Dame Cathedral way up on the hill. Right here, a great place to watch summer concert series, but also France played against England last night, which it started slow, but then France really turned it on. So as you ride up towards the mouth of the port, you can see the fort on each side, the entrance. Just have to imagine a world where scallywags are coming up on gigantic boats, and you're like, who the fuck are these guys? The modern world has changed so much that we don't really worry about strangers, but there was a time when strangers could be quite terrifying. And someone rolled up in a gigantic boat out of the blue across the ocean. Like when the aliens show up. I don't think anybody's gonna be like, oh my God, how nice are they gonna be to us? Most important rule about riding a bicycle anywhere in the world is learning to yield and roll with traffic. It's not that easy in America because everything is so by the book. New York is a good place to practice. The idea is just don't get run over. Easier said than done. Stopped off to get a glass of water before I started. This little brasserie, and the guy said, why not wine? And in my limited French, I said, yeah, why not wine? So, we've been drinking a little bit already this morning. Oh, look at that. That's the kind of thing when it sails up somewhere, you're probably not that stoked to see. Kind of crazy oligarch ship. There's another big cathedral, kind of a Byzantine style. Super cool looking on the outside. I haven't gone inside, but I bet it's pretty dope. Maybe not as dope as some older places, but still, it's pretty nice. Oh yeah, you can see that fucking terrifying looking ship. You think it's designed to look like it's a bunch of sailboats so that people think, no big deal. The Corinthian. Look at that breakwater, how cool it is. Right down the stairs today. Wow, amazing. And while this looks incredible, the port, the neighborhoods You may have seen a little bit of the graffiti and kind of the hipster hood I was in, but it's hard to explain how cool it is in these little neighborhoods and how dense it is. It kind of makes New York City look like the suburbs. I really don't know where I'm going, so just be patient. I know where I'm headed, but I'm not sure how to get there. Terrifying boat is every moment along the way, though, isn't it? The beauty of most of the world is when you see these crossing zones cars yield. You're on a bicycle riding with one hand, and you're an old man. You've got to be careful. So this over my shoulder is a museum with an immersion into a cave they discovered. It's got a lot of crazy lost art that's down at the sea that some scuba divers discovered because they kept swimming up this underground river. And then they found out, oh wow, look at these huge caverns. Now in theory they were supposed to tell the government about it, but they kind of kept it a secret for a long time. So the guy is known as both a hero and a bandit, but they still named it after him. Hofsker, I think is his name. I don't know what that is. I can't imagine anybody's that happy to see that big old boat. The museum's super cool design, super interesting. Again, we're down at the tourist bit of the neighborhood, but it's easier to ride down here. And as a tourist myself, there's only so much I can do. There's the open Mediterranean Sea. So, I mean, sailing up from Africa, sailing across from anywhere to this port. It's hard to see, maybe. There's a tower on the left, and the other part of port to the right to be like, yeah. Let's check your ID before you roll in here. What I like about this is it's a great place to swim. Oh, wow. Hard to have a good time in France. I think I'm gonna jump in. Ciao.